This year has been, in fact this year continues to be, one of uncommonly clement weather. And I know this is probably a sign of a fast approaching climate Armageddon, fire and flames for all of us, that kind of thing. But I can't help but feel rather good about life when it's October. The weather is amazing and I'm heading off into the uncharted wilderness for a week on the bike. When I say uncharted wilderness, I'm possibly over-egging that particular pudding a little bit. Let's just take a moment and lay out the plan. This is the plan. I've chipped in with some chums and rented a big house down on the south coast of Cornwall near Penzance. The plan is to mess around on the beach, drink cocktails, play board games for a week. Sounds joyful. They're all driving down on Friday, but in an attempt to milk every last drop of joy out of this holiday, I decided to set off today, Sunday, and cycle down. I'm not really sure how far it is, 200 or 300 miles I think. I've got 6 days to do it. Shouldn't be a problem. I've got maps in my phone, camping gear in my bags, and a childlike sense of wonder in my heart. What more could a man need? So, I've done an hour and a half of pedalling, an hour and a half of glorious pedalling out of Bath, all along the old railways, through the tunnels, through the trees, and now I've stopped for a cheese sandwich. It's just fantastic. Traffic free, the sun's come out, it's getting warmer by the minute. There's nothing that I could ask for to make this day any better. I was a little bit worried when I set off. I was a little bit anxious. I didn't feel like I'd really planned very well. I don't really have a route. Don't really trust the weather to stay nice. But now I'm out here and it just doesn't matter. I'm in a field with a cheese sandwich and the sun's shining. That's me happy, really. There are a few things to keep in mind for the future that might go wrong. There is apparently some rain coming, I think, but I hopefully won't meet it till Thursday. I'm not sure. I have a new tent, you might have seen in my last video, which requires trees to hang. I haven't slept in it yet. It could be really uncomfortable. I might not find any trees. I don't know if they have trees in this part of the world. Probably not. And this morning when I got up, despite what I said about freakishly clement weather, it was 4 degrees when I went to get the train and my fingers were numb. So tomorrow morning I might not be quite as buoyant and joyful as I am now. But, you know, you've got to take the rough with the smooth. And to be honest, this is everything I want from life. A field, the sunshine, and a cheese sandwich with some mustard. So, I've stopped in another field because I like fields. I'm quite tired, it's been quite a long day, lots of climbs, lots of hills around here. But I've actually stopped in this field because it has an interesting secret. This field is part of Worthy Farm in Pilton, home to the world famous Glastonbury Festival. And over there is the skeletal remains of the pyramid stage. I've stood in that field over there and watched David Bowie, Bob Dylan, Foo Fighters, Roger Waters, Van Morrison. So many cool gigs I've seen in that field. Walked through this site so many times, often in the pouring rain, wrapped in bin bags. And it's always been accompanied by, you know, the sounds of the festival, the smell of cooking food and smoke and people smoking weed and the hubbub, the flags. And now it just looks like a rather nice, well-maintained farm. Don't know why that's surprising really, because that's what it is. But I sort of thought I'd maybe be able to even hear the echo of the imagination of some dodgy dance music coming from the place where Joe Banana's blanket stall once stood. I don't know, it's just a farm. Just a farm. And then occasionally, just occasionally, you come across a little reminder that most years there's a massive crazy festival here. Well, I'd sort of hoped that I'd be able to get up to the old stone circle on the festival site, but there were cows in there and it was all fenced, so I didn't go pushing in there. I've climbed up the hill above the site and I'm heading onwards now. I'm getting tired and the sun is starting to get a little bit lower, so I'm going to start looking around for somewhere to pitch, I think. Cook some dinner, call it a day. So that's that then, day one done, and what a pleasurable day it was. Sunshine, met some interesting folk along the way, but it's starting to dusk up now and it's starting to get a bit cold as well, so I've stopped. I've had some spicy rice and I found a pitch for the new tent. Very exciting to see if I actually can sleep in the bloody thing, but we shall see. It's a very lovely little quiet bit of woodland, and yeah, I'm going to jump in. First rule of camping, get in your sleeping bag before you get cold. So I'm going to get in the tent. I'm going to edit the footage from today, which you are watching now, and then probably get an early night and hopefully an early morning as well. Tomorrow I'm heading for Honiton, I think, but I'll do some map checking over breakfast. Anyway, it's been a pleasure, people. Good night. See you on day 2.